Next week, you're in Alberta for 2 shows, one in Edmonton, one as well in Fort McMurray. How's your Canadian tour gone so far?
Going great. We've had a really great run so far. Dallas is awesome, and all of his crew is awesome. Everyone in Canada is awesome, so it's been great.
How many times before have you been to Canada, Lauren?
3 times before this tour. I came in once for the American Idol tour, and then I came in for 2 other festivals. But other than that, I haven't been up very many times at all, which seems silly because it's so close to home. It's very easy for us to come up here, so we're glad to be here. But this is like my first real Canadian tour.
Lauren Elena joining CFWE. Lauren, what a year it's been. Fair to say it's been the best yet so far?
Oh, by far. By far. This has been like the biggest breakout year we've had yet. It's been awesome. I'm so excited. I can't even believe it. Who knew that this was going to be the year that things finally like really caught on for me? I don't know what changed. Well, I guess I do know what changed. I put out new music. But it's just crazy that this album is what did it for me.
Did you ever think success would never happen?
Oh, a million times, yeah. When you are working really hard for something and it doesn't seem to be working out, the doubt creeps in, but you just have to push past it, you know? And I was, like, going through such a crazy time emotionally with my family and with, like, a lot of personal struggles I had to overcome. I overcame an eating disorder, and my dad overcame alcoholism, and like my parents got divorced, and I moved to Nashville, and like everything pretty much about my life changed. And I wrote about all of that for this new album. And while I was going through all of that, the music wasn't really lining up and working out. So it was just a hard couple of years, but the best thing that could have happened, because I wrote all of this new material about it, and now I have 2 number-1 songs, and hopefully we're working on another one.
Well, you're a singer-songwriter, and now add actress to your resume. The Road Less Traveled will premiere November 10th on CMT. Your character is Charlotte. Tell us how the movie came to be and your excitement leading up to the premiere.
It was a crazy thing how it all came together, actually. A movie production company came to my label, Universal Nashville, and asked them if they had any people on their roster that they thought could act. And I mean, obviously, any of their artists that could act, and the label, for whatever reason, picked me, thank goodness. And I was really heavily involved in the writing process of the movie and the editing process, and I reworked a lot of the scenes to make the music work. We have 5 songs from the album throughout the movie, so it was a really great learning experience for me, and just awesome. And I got to act really kind of for the first time officially, and to be the lead actress in a movie for your first role is kind of intimidating, but it was awesome. I fell in love with it, and now, as if I needed things to keep me any busier, now I'm going to start acting. So it's been a lot of fun.
You know, from a finalist in American Idol to this point in your career, Lauren, how have you grown not only in your career but also in your personal life?
Oh, goodness. That's a good question. Well, I've changed in every way. I was 16 at the finale. I was 15 for my audition. And I'm about to be 23 next week. So, I mean, that's quite a jump maturity-wise. So hopefully I'm not as immature as I was when I was 16. But I'm emotionally a lot more grounded. Like, I feel like I have a better grasp on what I need to do and what's expected of me. When you're 15, 16 years old, to start a career is very young, you know, and it's like a lot to kind of take in. And when you're on a show like American Idol, you have this crazy overnight success, and people know you everywhere you go, and it's kind of a hard thing to work through. And then everyone has an opinion, and they're not always nice, and like getting used to people being mean online is a really hard adjustment. And that's why I had an eating disorder for so long. So I had to learn how to deal with that. I had to learn how to do my job well, how to, you know, take it seriously and be an adult in this career. And I think that's why none of the music really worked at first, because I wasn't ready for it. And things don't, thank goodness it didn't happen before I was ready for it, because I don't know how that would have gone. So I just feel like I've changed in a lot of ways, but I mean, I'm still the crazy, carefree Lauren everybody saw on American Idol. I'm just a little bit older.
You performed with Reba McEntire, Shania Twain, Carrie Underwood, but who do you look up to in country music?
Goodness, I look up to a lot of different people for a lot of different reasons, but someone that I look up to probably most is Dolly Parton. I think she's done a flawless job of not limiting herself to just the music. She has done such a great job as a businesswoman, which is so inspiring to me because, like I said before, I want to get into acting and I want to get into all different sorts of things. I have lots of goals outside of the music, and I think that she's done such an amazing job at, making music the priority, but having these other things that accompany it and just further her career and expand her career in different ways. So she's definitely who I look up to probably most in the world.
Well, you got a lot going on. You got new music, your debut movie coming out next week. You're on tour right now in Canada, but what's yet to come for you?
Well, goodness, we have lots of exciting things happening next year that we can't announce yet. I'm dying over here. I'm ready to tell everybody. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks. We have a tour that we're starting early in the year, so I imagine that we'll be announcing that one very soon. We have to because it's coming up. But we have, really big tours for next year that I'm, so excited about. And this year was huge for us, and I can't wait to see next year because it's already looking like it's going to be crazy. So I'm excited, but I'm going to be touring a lot next year with this music and getting back in the studio and recording another album, which seems so soon and feels so soon, but I guess that's the way it works. We're always creating new stuff and trying to get new music and material out there.
Lauren Alaina joining CFWE. Lauren, your new song is called Doing Fine. Tell us all about it.
So signs about my parents and their divorce and my family's kind of journey through watching that and being a part of that. My mom asked my dad for a divorce a couple of years, 4 years ago, and my dad checked himself into rehab. And we just actually celebrated 4 years of him being sober on October 6th. So I'm really proud of him. But the song is about how my parents got divorced and the craziest things ever happened. And my mom married a family friend and my dad married a 30-year-old. And I literally live a country song and I can't make this stuff up. And so I wrote Doing Fine, just I wanted the verses to be brutally honest and the chorus to be really universal in a way that says we're all going through craziness and we all have crazy families and crazy stories and things that we're trying to hide and pretend like we're perfect. And I just got exhausted trying to pretend like I'm perfect, and I decided to share who I really am. And Doing Fine is just one of the songs on the album that I used to do that. And hopefully everyone really likes it. It's seeming to go over really well every night in the live shows, which is usually how you can tell. So I'm excited for it.
Well, Lauren, we are excited to see you in Edmonton November 10th as well. Fort McMurray November 12th. It's going to be some great shows.
Thank you. Have a great day. I'll see you soon.